안녕하세요. 저는 고은아예요. 한국어 선생님이에요. 반갑습니다. In this lecture, I will explain about things you need to know before moving into conversation lesson. Uh, let's move on to the next slide to see what's in store. We have three things to cover today. First is word classes, and next is spacing, and then punctuation. English has 8 sentence elements or parts of speech or parts of sentence they are noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. And I assume you are pretty familiar with these concepts. And in Korean also we have similar things, and we can divide them into 5 subgroups, and altogether we have 9 elements or word classes. Let's compare a little bit with the English element. So noun, pronoun, numeral. So under the substantives, we have a numeral that was not part of the English parts of a sentence. So that is just simply number word. Number is included in word classes. And relatives, we have a particle. It is a different term, but pretty comparable with the English preposition. So English preposition is the term is preposition because the word placed before the noun, just like in, at, on. So in the room or in the morning. So these are preposition. But Korean particles are always postposition, so they come after the noun and they are attached, and particle is actually become the part of the substantives and function subject or object as them in a sentence. And now after that, we have declinable words here, verb or adjective. So they are also in the English term too. And next modifier, we have adverb and pronoun. Pronouns are similar to adjective. One function of adjective. Adjective can be used two ways. One is before the noun and modify the following noun, or become predicate at the end of the sentence in Korean sentence. But pronoun is only one form, so it cannot be used as predicate, but only as a modifier before the noun. So it is called pronoun. And adverb modifies usually verb or adjective, the predicate in the sentence, but sometimes adverb can modify the whole sentence. And next is interjection. Interjection is independent words such as wow or oh, yeah, those those vocabulary we call interjection. So it is kind of very independent. So exclamatory expressions. So this is also in the English term too, but English term conjunction is not part of word classes in Korean grammar, but we also have vocabularies that are classified into conjunction. You will see them too. So pretty much understandable, just a little few things different. And next. From this slide, yeah, I will explain it each subgroup. So substantives, they are the noun, pronoun, numerals, and they become subject or object in a sentence. So nouns are the name of people or things or idea. So Steve, 한글, 사랑. So 한글 is a Korean alphabet system we call 한글. Steve is name of a person, and 사랑 is a concept, right? We understand it's love. And pronoun is a noun substitute. So instead of using name, sometimes we can use pronoun. So 저 is a first person pronoun I, and 이거 is this thing. So instead of actually using the noun, but we can sometimes use 이거, this thing. And also 거기 is that place. This one also pronoun. And numerals are number word. So 하나, 둘. So we have a native number, and also 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the Sino-Korean number, and you will learn about these numbers later in lesson 4. Okay. And next, relatives. Relatives is a word that in this group, yeah, we have only one element. So this is particle. Korean particles are, if there's a noun, you may see some tiny element, tiny word that is attached to a noun. This car, Steve car. Car is a subject particle. That means that this noun, Steve, becomes a subject in a sentence. And also 한글 is the noun, and we can add 이 is another kind of subject particle, and 한글이, then you are talking about subject 한글 in the sentence. And also 사랑 is become attached by the 을, then 을 is object particle. So in a sentence, this word is used as object, and so 사랑을 해요, then do love, yeah, that kind of expressions can be made. So these particles define the function of the noun in the sentence. And declinable words, we have two, the verb and adjective. They are called declinable words because they change form. So they conjugate, we call, so conjugation. So verb or adjective, they have dictionary form, but like this, 가다 or 좋다. 가다 means to go, and 좋다 is to be good, But actually, when you are speaking, then you don't use this dictionary form, but politely you say 가요. And more honorific, polite way, 가세요, like that. And also 좋다 becomes 좋아요, or someone, older person is good, then you can say 좋으세요. So as you can see, the dictionary ending, the universal dictionary ending 다 changed to 요, 아요, or 세요, 으세요. So these we call conjugation, and so this vocabulary change form, so it is called declinable words. And next group is modifier. Modifier modifies typically following element, following vocabulary. So pre-noun is the noun that placed before the noun, and modify following noun. So noun is, 옷 here, this vocabulary means clothes, clothing, and we can place pre-noun 새. 새 means new, so new clothes, so 새 옷. So it may be confusing with the adjective. Adjective has this function to modify following noun, but adjective change form. So it is not fixed form, but this pre-noun is doesn't conjugate or doesn't change form. So it is a fixed vocabulary, then we call pre-noun. Next, adverb modifies following predicate. So either verb or adjective. So here 좋아요, 좋아요, and I can place adverb 아주 means very or really, and really good. Yeah, so 좋아요 is to be good. So really good, yeah, we can say this way. So placed before the predicate and modifies. And sometimes some adverbs can modify the entire sentence too. In this group, we have only one, interjection. They are like the word that expresses feeling. So we call exclamatory words, and examples like you want to say 옷이 예뻐요. 옷이 예뻐요 means the clothing is pretty, but before that you can say 와, 와, 옷이 예뻐요, like that. Okay, so this is an example. And also, oh, Steve. So you find your friend Steve on the street, then you can say, oh, Steve, like that. This kind of vocabulary we call interjection. next, I will talk about spacing. Spacing. So please compare the following sentences with the different spacing. I will show three kind. One. The first one, this sentence doesn't have any spacing, right? So just the syllables all combined together, and it is hard to read because there's no breaking point. So that is not the way we write the sentence. Let's see next sentence. 자, 스티브 가방에 들어가요. Okay, 자, 스티브 is Steve, and 가방 means bag, and 에 is the preposition, so the particle, the location particle too. And 들어가요 is verb go in. So 스티브 가방에 들어가요. Maybe in a sense that can be true, but it seems a little bit awkward, right? And next sentence with a little different spacing here. 스티브 가. 자, 가 is a subject particle, and 방에 들어가요. 방 has meaning room. So A is to. So Steve to the room goes in. Then meaning becomes Steve goes into the room. So this makes sense. So spacing is actually very different, right? So if you misplace the spacing, then meaning becomes different. So vocabulary change. So please keep in mind that spacing you have to follow to express and deliver the correct sentence. Next topic is punctuation. Even though King Sejong the Great created Hangul in 15th century, it never became official writing tool during Joseon Dynasty. Upper class simply ignored the value of a new writing system because it was too easy. Nobody could boast mastering Hangul. There was nothing to be proud of. That's what they thought. It was later, during Japanese occupation period from 1910 to 1945 is a Japanese occupation period, and alphabet system became official writing tool for Korean people. And this was possible by some of the remarkable linguists in temporary Korean government resided in China. The temporary government or provisional government was established after the massive demonstration protest for the independence happened in 1919. And they announced new standards of Korean writing system in 1933. Because it took place early 20th century, these new punctuation system. So the linguist at the time went to the modernization of the Korean writing system, and these new system include a punctuation that was highly influenced by Western style system. So you don't see much difference, and I will see, we have a comma and also period and question mark and exclamatory point. Those are just same way used with English. And we have quotation mark, but as you can see, we have a double quotation mark, but also single quotation mark. In English writing, you mostly use a double quotation mark for any stressing a word or quoting a dialogue. In Korean writing, we use double quotation mark to deliver some people just saying the dialogue, but just simply stressing a word, we use a single quotation mark. Okay, so or important information, so mostly done with a single quotation mark. We don't have a clone or semicolon, but we have this kind of punctuation that is either 3 dot and period, or sometimes 6 dot, traditionally 6 dot and period. This is placed at the end of the sentence, and that sentence is not complete sentence, but leaving something to say more. So speaker has more to say, but just to cut short, then we place this punctuation, and yeah, reader or can sense that there is more to say. And this is all for today. And thank you for watching this video. And see you next time. 감사합니다. 안녕히 계세요.